So go ahead and introduce yourself, where you're from, and how long you've been DJing.
I'm LunarMxntra. I'm originally from Detroit, but I moved to Atlanta in May. I've been DJing since like a month before COVID. A few years.
Nice. The dog's name?
The dog's name is Penny or Penelope.
Yeah. Can you just go into kind of how you started DJing, love of music, kind of the background behind that?
Yeah, so I've always been obsessed with music. I started out as a dancer though. I've been dancing kind of since I was little, running around, you know, in my house just dancing around and stuff, copying movies that I saw and whatnot. And then once I discovered the rave scene, I got into like fire spinning and stage performance. Did that for years, was booking people, kind of got burnt out on it, and also just love, you know, expanding on like various types of art that I can do. So I wanted to learn how to DJ. At the time I was like living with a bunch of people who did production, they, you know, threw shows and whatever, and so they had like CDJs and speakers in the living room. So I learned how to DJ, and then I just kind of planned on doing it for fun on the side. But then my first show was actually, they were throwing shows at a bar on Mondays and like couldn't find anyone to open that night. So they were like, hey, are you ready? And I was like, ready for what? Next thing you know, I'm on a live stream and DJing my first set, and then people kind of liked it more than I thought. So I don't know, moved to Denver a little while later, and everyone there is a DJ, and everyone's like, what's your DJ name? What's your DJ name? Then here we are.
Can you kind of go into how you came about finding your name?
My name. So my original name that I had to pick on the spot was not LunarMxntra, but it was similar. But I thought of LunarMxntra afterwards because I was like, just seen it up on the live stream feed, and I was like, that, I don't know, I'm not in love with it. So I ended up changing it, Googled it, because you should always Google your moniker beforehand, you know? And it was like, it was taken, but it was taken spelled how it would be spelled, you know, LunarMxntra. And it's like a band in the UK, like a black metal band or something, or Scotland or somewhere like that. And I was like, well, that's neat. So I just kind of, you know, did what SoundCloud kids do, and I smushed it together and put an X in there.
What sort of things were you playing when you first started, and kind of how you evolved as you grew?
That's a good one. I was like playing a lot of drum and bass, and at first thought that, oh, I'm just gonna be a drum and bass DJ because I love it so much. But then, you know, I was like, why would I do that? Why would I limit myself when I love all music so much? So it's kind of hard to describe like how exactly it changed with like the dubstep that I play. I guess just learning more about like the UK scene versus the American scene, and like, you know, more underground artists, stuff like that.
Let's say you just played the set of your life. Where are you eating after?
I don't know. But this is the hardest question.
Yeah. What really gets you going after you just gave it your all on stage? Like what are you craving?
I do love sushi all the time.
Okay.
Probably some sort of, you know what? If this is wherever I want, hypothetically, I can invent something. Why have I yet to find like some sort of sushi place, any Asian food restaurant that has like really crazy desserts?
Whoa.
It's always just some mochi. Just mochi ice cream, like, which I love, but like...
Yeah. Switch it up.
Come on.
You heard it here first.
Hopefully this reaches the right people.
Yes. Switch it up. Let's say you are a full-time DJ. What city are you headed to? Denver.
Back to Denver.
Back to Denver it is.
It was just, there was always something going on. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Part of me wanted to get away because of the crazy, but like, it's also, you know, just, there's always something to do. There's always a gig somewhere.
Solo set or back-to-back?
Back-to-back if it's the right people, for sure, you know, because like playing solo's great, you have all the control, definitely I love playing solo, but if you're with the right people, then it's like you can feed off each other's energy, inspiration, you know. Maybe you get stuck for a second, like, fuck, I've played all these tracks, like, what do I play? They've got something you've never heard before, and you're like, oh, that one song, you know. So back-to-backs are, you can't really beat that.
Let's say you own a club and you've got to create a 5 DJ lineup. Who are you putting on it?
This is the other hard question.
Yeah. Okay, let's do 3, because 5 is kind of a lot.
3?
5 is kind of,
3
yeah,
DJs.
3 DJs.
Okay. Let's see. Torcha was like the most fun I've had in a really long time, to be honest. He crushed Soundhaven. He'd have to be on there. Zen Selecta, of course. Like, you can't even beat her energy, much less everything. One more? Now it's like I almost want to pick 3 more.
Oh, okay, go for it. Go for it.
Studier. It'd be really random, but like he was so good the last time I seen him play. Okay. It's a rare one. You gotta.
So, we're gonna write that down and just like do some research and see how well it
Funk.
is. Yeah.
Funk artist.
Let's see.
You'd have to open.
Huh?
You'd have to open that show because he's like kind of more upbeat.
Okay.
That was so funny. The cat was walking down the stairs as you said that.
It's like, did someone say Studier?
Right.
Any challenges you've kind of faced in this profession and how you overcame them?
It feels like there's been a lot of challenges. I try not to create too many for myself because, again, I just want to do it for fun. You know, I'm not one of the people who's necessarily trying to like make a big name for myself, play the biggest stages, you know, like shit, I got stage fright with you two up in my face with these lights earlier, but you know, just the constant feeling like you need to promote yourself is a thing, because it's like, you know, if you don't do it at all, you're not going to get anything. But certain other things, just you know, we're all still kind of trying to battle like the women in the industry things.
What are your goals for your DJing career or, you know, music career?
Currently, I'm able to produce again, and I actually want to do like more of that and less of DJing. But I don't know, I want to play festivals. I want to play some more festivals because I kind of took this last season off, and that's like, those are special. I want to play like down tempo. I want to play like, you know, not club music. Right. Yeah, it's entertaining.
Can you describe your favorite or most memorable gig so far and why?
Recent one that I did, the Ryan Celsius tour, that was definitely very special to me. I feel like my journey into like just doing more in that genre has went really well, and I've met some really amazing people, you know, through that. So it was just like kind of a really special booking, you know, not just, oh, playing a show, support for whoever, whatever artist that you like. It was like kind of, it was just more than that. And then a little farther back, probably Cosmic Kingdom. A couple years ago, I played a set there for like the pre-party, and it was just one of those, you know, not club music, just very fun and very experimental vibe, and everyone's dressed up like elves and shit. And I just love that festival.
Yeah. Elves and shit. I love it. What do you want to see more or would change about the EDM community here in Atlanta?
Well, I feel like we need more solid promoters that want to throw shows that can afford to throw shows. Like, there's the capability, you know, we have the technology to have a really good scene out here as well, not on the level of crazy Denver or somewhere like that, but like something really good. Like, reminds me, you know, of back home in Detroit. There's a bunch of house heads out here, and, you know, people who like rap music, and we had a pretty good turnout at the funk show that I was just talking about. Like, I feel like we just need proper, you know, the structure going on and compensation.
Last question. Let's say you have a gun, but it doesn't shoot bullets. What does your gun shoot?
Confetti.
Confetti, okay.
And all the confetti is mini $100 bills.
Wow.
Because how gangster is that? It's
That's,
just like,
yeah, just shoot. I don't think anybody shout out.
I might use that bill for something else.
Yeah.
Hopefully this makes it to the right people.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly, yeah.
Yes, all right.
I've got ideas for days.
Confetti guns. Let us know your stage name again, and any upcoming shows, projects, pretty much where people can find you, stuff like that.
I go by LunarMxntra, all one word with an X in there. You'll figure it out. They'll tag me below. But projects, I have 2 EPs I'm working on. One of them is kind of like that lo-fi funk house type, not cowbells, but like, you know, lo-fi house shit. And I want to throw a garage track on there. I think that'd be fun. Got a homie possibly interested in rapping on it, so we'll see how that goes. Sounds interesting. And then I also spent a little bit of time accidentally, I was unable to write any sort of melody other than something that sounds like it would be in Skyrim. So I said, fuck it, I'll keep them all and send them out to a couple homies that like fuck with the video game music vibes. And so I'm trying to make basically a Skyrim EP.
Wow. Very ambitious. Well, we can't wait.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you want to shout out as well?
My boo played a couple of his tracks earlier in my set. The homie Waylo sent me some shit, that one rhythm track. You only get one, okay? You're lucky you even get one, but the one rhythm track, that was his. I actually enjoyed it. And Basura, because played some of his shit too, and he sent me so much music.
Solid. All right, well, that's a wrap.
Denver homies.